Discipline 2 is what I call shared economics. It is the discipline of dissolving siloed decision making across finance, operations, engineering, and procurement, uniting their signals into one forecast, one rhythm, and one system of stewardship. Let me frame the problem. Enterprises don't stall because they lack ideas. They stall because decisions are fragmented. Finance manages budgets by quarter. Engineering pushes greenfield innovation on sprint cycles. Operations forecast brownfield demand for stability. And procurement negotiates contracts in isolation. Each function is disciplined. Each function is optimized for its mandate. But when decisions are siloed, accountability fragments. Forecasts diverge, costs surprise, and innovation slows under the weight of misalignment. Now here's the shift. Shared economics does not dissolve functions. It dissolves silos. Operations drives brownfield demand projections into the forecast engine. Engineering injects greenfield demand into the same engine. Finance and procurement bring business leadership into the mix, balancing for new initiatives, shocks, bets, and mergers and acquisitions. Together, they create a unified telemetry-driven forecast. Not a static spreadsheet, a live economic rhythm where decisions are made in real time. From this coherence, enterprises unlock commercial leverage, bundle refreshes across domains, lock in better pricing, secure more favorable terms, and build optionality into contracts, and shift from pre-buy panic to consumption models that protect velocity and innovation. By creating implementation lanes across software, hardware, maintenance, services, and human capital, shared economics accelerates time to market while preserving financial rigor. And here's the payoff. When shared economics takes hold, accountability no longer fragments, it becomes systemic. And with that shift, the enterprise gains something it has never had before, a single dynamic map of innovation in motion. All of a sudden, leaders can see every bet that is live with ROI projection showing where they are ahead and where they are behind. Where human capital is truly invested, how much is tied up in running the shop versus changing the shop. The combined risk posture of the overall enterprise, and whether to layer in more change, absorb a shock, or let the system steady. Which functions are carrying the greatest load, and where returns are beginning to diminish? And most importantly, the precise choke points in the path of innovation, revealed through the lens of financial stewardship. This is not visibility for optics. It is visibility that drives action. Because when finance, operations, engineering, and procurement share one rhythm, the enterprise no longer guesses. It decides. It no longer reacts. It stewards. And in that stewardship, innovation becomes not just faster, but inevitable. Let me ground this in reality. A real-world example where shared economics unlocked coherence at a global wealth management enterprise. This was a top 50 firm that had pursued an aggressive M&A strategy. 4 large acquisitions in rapid succession. The result? Market dominance, a go-to platform for both independent wealth advisors and major firms, serving national and international markets. But with scale came complexity. After the acquisitions, leadership paused for 12 months. The goal was stability. Keep serving clients and advisors while assessing synergies across the newly shaped enterprise. What they discovered was daunting. Their economic rhythm was not just one set of finance, operations, engineering, and procurement. It was 4 sets, multiplied across 4 newly acquired entities, 4 different cadences, 4 different demand signals, 4 different procurement models. At the center of their business value was a data platform that powered a 3-tier environment. First, end clients, who relied on real-time access to portfolios. Second, independent advisors managing multi-million-dollar books of business. And third, wealth management firms managing portfolios worth billions. In this environment, compliance was non-negotiable. Historical accuracy was sacred, and downtime was unacceptable because the enterprise had no direct influence over customer adoption. 3 imperatives emerged. First, move from 4 fragmented on-premise data centers to cloud and SaaS. Second, establish a central approach and rhythm for procurement. And third, create a new central data repository with rigorous validation, reconciliation, observability, and accuracy checks. In this 3-tier environment, the stakes were unforgiving. For wealth advisors, even an hour of downtime meant portfolios were frozen in place, careers and reputations on the line. A missed forecast could mean regulatory breach, reputational damage with billion-dollar clients, and the erosion of trust that underpinned the entire platform. Shared economics became the catalyst. Instead of each acquired entity running in isolation, finance, operations, engineering, and procurement began feeding their signals into a unified forecast. Operations drove brownfield demand. Engineering injected greenfield demand. Finance and procurement balanced for shocks, bets, and regulatory mandates. Instead of chasing variances after the fact, leaders could now anticipate shifts, align investments, and create leverage before shocks turned into crisis. Shared economics gave them mastery of the rhythm, not just reaction to it. From this rhythm, the enterprise unlocked leverage. Bundled procurement across entities to secure better pricing and optionality. Shifted entitlements to consumption-based models to protect velocity. Enabled parallel implementation lanes across software, hardware, services, and human capital, accelerating time to market while preserving compliance. The payoff was striking. A central, secure, compliant data repository was delivered that could generate AI-powered accelerated insights for clients, advisors, and firms alike. The organization maintained zero downtime, honored regulatory rigor, and achieved modernization at scale. not by brute force, but by coherence. This is shared economics in motion, transforming fragmented functions into a unified rhythm of stewardship, where commercial leverage accelerates innovation, innovation sustains market leadership, and leadership earns the trust to shape the future.